you got off to a great start again today and then another very good finish. How do you feel going into the final round?
Yeah, I feel really confident. You know, you hit right in the head there. I just got off to a hot start and plateaued through the middle there. But you know, those holes through the middle are really tough. I'm sure Cam will agree with me. The tee drives on 10, 11, 12 are very demanding with this wind. So, you know, I'm very happy with my finish. You know, it's just reinforcement for myself for tomorrow.
And Cameron, from your point of view, again, another very good round for you under again today. You must be pleased you're 2 shots back, but you're right in the mix for the event.
Yeah, again, the wind was very strong out there and it wasn't easy at all. And it was very tough to hit greens or laying it in close to the hole. So it was one of those days where you're relying on your short game a lot. So it was really nice to kind of grind out a good score and looking forward to another challenging day tomorrow with Brett, but it should be good fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, well, we'll take questions from the floor. If you can raise a hand, we'll get a microphone to you. George?
Yeah, fellas, obviously an exciting week. How are you enjoying all the media attention, and is this much of a change for you blokes now you're at the top of the leaderboard?
Probably for me a little bit. It's a bit new for me. It's probably the highest level I've played, and you know, probably the best result to date at the moment. But you know, I love doing this media stuff for you guys, and it's really, you know, I enjoy it. So yeah, it's not too bad.
You don't get it very often playing in amateur tournaments. This is the tournament. It's run most like a big professional tournament, so it's kind of nice to get a feel for what it may be like in the future. But it's been a pretty good experience so far. I've enjoyed it.
And Brett, I'm just looking through the highlights of your par save on 14. Run us through that. That must have been a nervous time hitting the water, but recovering really well.
I thought it stayed in the fairway when I hit it, but obviously not. But no, I got the rules official over and we made an agreement where it went in, and you know, I stayed positive and said there's not getting something down. And I dropped it. I got pretty lucky. I just got into the fairway, the 2 club lengths. So I dropped it in the fairway, sat up quite nice and hit a nice little lob wedge to about 3 foot in there. So, you know, it was a good save to keep the momentum going, yeah.
Next question, please.
My first question is for Brett. You have made 6 birdies today, which is very brilliant, but you have also 2 bogeys. Can you talk about those 2 bogeys?
What holes were they? I'm just trying to think what holes they were. It was 16 and...
Yeah, hole number 8 and hole number 16.
Yeah, well, 8 was a tough hole. 8 was playing heavily into the breeze, and it was a 180-metre shot, and you know, for us hitting 180 metres is usually into the wind. You know, it's a really long one, 3 or 4 irons. You know, you've got to be really precise with your strike, and then you've got to, you know, shape it, or else, you know, it'll just flare off, what exactly mine did. And I had a good chip shot, but just come out of the putt and it just missed. So, you know, you're going to have those, and then the par 4. Yeah, I think it was just a little bit of a mental lapse with the putter again. I missed the putt on the previous hole from the same length, so I hold 2 putts coming in, so we'll have 2 good holes coming in with the putter. So, you know, I'm going to use that as positive reinforcement for tomorrow, not the 2 bogeys.
Up again.
Thank you. This question is for Cameron. As I can see, the front line, you quite a big difference. With the leaders. How do you do to make it better for the after 9?
Well, the front 9, I felt like I gave myself some opportunities. I just wasn't really making the putts, so I was just misreading a lot of them, and you know, some of the holes as well where I didn't hit a very good approach in there, so I just didn't give myself enough birdie chances. But on the back 9, my short game was really good, and I kind of took advantage of one more par 5 than I did in the front 9, but I just kind of kept on chipping it close and making some putts for par, and it was kind of nice to get a chip in as well, because I don't feel like I hit the ball any better on the back 9. I just took advantage of a couple more opportunities.
Tommy, at front, please.
This question's for both of you. You guys have done everything together this week. I mean, including this interview, you played together, you're in the same room. Is it hard to deal with the fact that you're both kind of playing for what would be the biggest in your career, and trying to share that experience with Cam or with Brett?
you know, you just got to put it down to the best on the day wins. You know, it's another tournament. You know, we're rooming together. There's no grudge between any of us. It's just we'll just go about our business this afternoon. We'll tee it up tomorrow. Same deal as today. So yeah, absolutely no. I think it's just fine. I think it's great.
Yeah, there's no point getting ahead of ourselves. We've still got another day to go. So you just keep treating it just like any other big golf tournament. Just keep going through the same process as we normally do. But yeah, I guess after the tournament's finished, one of us is going to be a little bit happier than the other, or you know, someone else might have a great round tomorrow. So you just never know what's going to happen. So at the moment, we're just going to probably just leave the golf out here, and when we go back, just take it off our minds. Just, yeah, there's no point dwelling on it because it just put too much pressure on yourself.
George, next question. Oh, sorry, Tommy, you carry on.
And Cam, you're in pretty much the same position we're in last year at this stage of the tournament. Is it a relief or is it motivating to know that you have a chance to do something tomorrow and aim for that title?
Well, it's kind of nice to see, well, hopefully get to play tomorrow. I'm not going to try and jinx this there, but it's just nice to play some good golf again in a high-level tournament and put myself in the running. It's confidence building, leading for the future as well. So, but yeah, it's just nice to be in again with another chance, because it's been a long year since that last one, and it's just nice to be playing well again in a big tournament.
George, this time, please.
Yeah, just finally, how does it feel that this time tomorrow you could take it to the Masters, Brett?
Like we say, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. You know, it's a round of golf still to play tomorrow, but you know, the thought of playing the Masters and the Open as well is just, it's going to just turn your stomach a little bit. So like I said, you can't put too much pressure on yourself about it. You just got to go about your business tomorrow, and you know, the best man will win.
Okay, next question on the left-hand side of the back there, please.
Have you ever played in Korea before, and how do you evaluate this course, especially designed by Jamie Clark?
This is my first time to Korea, first time playing, obviously. I do like the course, obviously. I'm playing quite well, both Cam and I, but it's got a few interesting characteristics towards it. I think it's very demanding off the tee, especially with the winds and the water hazards, and the rough can get quite it can get in the way, and the bunkers are well positioned. So I really do enjoy the course. It's well designed, and there's a good mix of short and long holes and par threes, and there's a few memorable holes as well. So yeah, it's definitely a good course.
Yeah, well, it's my first time in Korea as well, so I'm really happy with my first visit. Golf course, it's hard to believe what this place must have looked like before the golf course was here, seeing how flat the surrounding land is. So the fact that Jamie Clark managed to build a world-class course out of what must have been a lot of water and very flat kind of marshland is unbelievable. And to see how much the man-made rocks, which apparently made of concrete, they look so real, and get all the elevation changes like a golf course built more inland it's really spectacular. There are a lot of golf shots that really stick in your mind and you'll remember forever, like shots in the 9 and 18 and a couple of tee shots with the water around. It's a really cool golf course, and obviously we're enjoying it, but I think everyone else out there is too.
Next question, Henry, on the right, please.
We all know what's at stake tomorrow, Brett. This is one for you. How do you anticipate you'll be feeling on the first tee tomorrow?
Pretty similar to the last 3 days, I suppose. A little bit of nerves, but like I said, that means you care. It's always good to have those nerves. But I'm just going to go about my business tomorrow, play every shot as it comes, just do my pre-shot routine, do as best as I can of that. Simply the best man will win tomorrow.
Have you got an experience in the past, perhaps, I don't know, maybe in a pro event or in another big amateur event that you can kind of draw on for what's going to be ahead of you tomorrow?
No, probably not. Probably not to this extent. Obviously, having those two big tournaments as the final prize, but I've had obviously playing junior events leading up. You get in these positions all the time, and it's the same kind of feeling. So I'd say I do have some experience in that regard, but that the heightened level of this tournament is much different.
Do we have any more questions? Well, guys, thank you for joining us, and best of luck to both of you tomorrow. Thank you.